Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. In today's episode, we have this Hyundai Santa Fe in for our Platinum service. So what is our Platinum service? Well, it's basically our full detail, like our Diamond, but it includes an all-in-one polish and also includes interior protection. So a level up on the interior protection. We're gonna use like a leather coating and also coatings for the fabrics. So let's take a look at the Hyundai. Before we do that, if you are enjoying these videos, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. And if you're interested in any of the products or the tools, check out the description down below. If there's something that you see us using here that's not listed down there, just message me and I'll send you a link if I can. Don't forget to use code Miranda10 to get 10% off at Car Supplies Warehouse. That's why I have those links down there. So noisy around here. So let's take a look at the Santa Fe. I believe this is a Santa Fe. I could be wrong. Let's see. Oh, look at that, Santa Fe. Sorry if this is wreaking havoc on the audio. The interior really is not too bad. As we take a look at the interior, yeah, it's not horrible. It's got some junk in here. Sorry if the light is really bad here. The sun is at the worst possible angle. Lighting issues. We're gonna clean these mats up. The engine we're gonna clean also, basically just degrease, spray it down, dress all the plastics, and you can see how gross everything does look. So we're gonna start degreasing. We have our bottle there of APC. We have our IK foamer with APC in there. It's almost empty. We may run out. We have our buckets filled with hot water because it's a little chilly this morning, even though we were having some 70 and 80 degree days. And our hot water is also hooked up on our pressure washer. So let's use the Hybrid Solutions Slick and Slide Pure. Put it in our MTM cannon. I know, the wind was crazy yesterday. Don't forget to stir it up in here. Yeah, we got some damage here too. That is a thick foam on the windshield.
It smells so yummy.
The paint is surprisingly smooth. I don't know, but it's got a little grit on the top here, but really not bad. I can't remember if we've done this before. I got a feeling we did, but I don't think we filmed it. Wow, it has heated up quickly.
What?
It's heated up quickly. It feels so nice out. We woke up and it was 32 and now it's not. It's 52. Yeah, well, that sun, once that sun comes out, it's all over. I know, I don't know why. You know, it's crazy. There's no birds. I don't hear any birds. Possibly. I know. Yeah, it's true. Oh, too late. Got it on camera too. No, I don't think you are. No, don't think so.
Past tense.
You were? You was?
I was.
Yeah. I don't believe you.
Believe what you will.
I will.
What's the matter?
That's weird. Trees are down.
I've
Yeah, okay.
oatmeal or something.
Okay, I'll brush it.
Island timber.
Nice. All right, so the Santa Fe is now washed and deconned. We're gonna dry it and most likely start on the inside first, just so we can get that done. Let everything dry out here because once we pull it in, we're gonna start doing some polishing. We're not gonna do a full paint enhancement. We are doing an all-in-one. So that's gonna be getting up to 25% or more of any light swirls and defects in the paint, basically to gloss it up, make it look really nice and glossy and shiny, and then protect it. Oh, it's so much better. It was just so loud out there. And the pollen and dust were blown around everywhere. So we pulled it in, we're gonna dry it in here and then do the rest of it in here. But the paint looks and feels nice and clean and smooth. All right, let's blow dry it, get everything, all the cracks and crevices blown dry, and then we'll start on the interior. So all the cracks and crevices are now dry, and Wifey is hitting all the trim with Stoner's Trim Shine. Oh yeah, especially some of those areas in there. Some are painted, some are plastic. How annoying. But once all the plastic is done, we're going to let the rest of it dry, and we'll continue with the inside because this shouldn't take us too long at all. We'll get our steamer started. The leather will scrub and steam. The carpets will steam as well. We don't need to do any extraction in here. We want these carpets as dry as possible. We want them completely dry, in fact, because we are going to be using a fabric protector for the inside. Now I have a couple of different options here for fabric protection. I have the DP Fabric Preserve, I have the Naziol Cabin Care, I have the Last Coat Ceratext, I have the 303 Fabric Guard. Either of those are fine, doesn't really matter too much to me. So this is a full bottle, this is a full bottle here. I don't know, it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to choose one today. I'm going to choose this one because it's open right now. I haven't opened these ones. So we'll use the Cabin Care today for the carpet protection. And then we'll use Dr. Beasley's Leather Lock for leather. A couple of different options for polishing. We'll get to that in a moment. And he went off. So I reported him because.
What do you mean? Is he swearing and stuff?
Oh yeah, just saying nasty stuff, like completely unnecessary.
Wow.
So yep, I reported him. Horrible. Oh, these poor humans. They do not know what to do. I love that stuff. That is really, really nice.
What is it?
The Express Cleaner from P&S. P and S. What is this? What is this little cubby hole back here? What is this for? What? You can't put anything back there. That's just silly. So the interior is now done, and we're going to protect all of the plastic and leather inside. It's looking really nice. Carpets are needing a little bit more time to dry, so we'll do the fabric protection at the end. So we'll use the Dr. Beasley's leather lock for all the leather and vinyl. Coffee?
Yummy.
What?
That's mine. All right, a little sip.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good stuff. All right, let's get to polishing this. Once again, it's not going to be a crazy paint enhancement. You see just a little bit of the haziness? We want to clear that up. We're not going for like swirl removal or, major scratch removal or anything like that. We are just glossing up the paint and getting rid of some of that. That's it. That's all we're worried about. Oh, and you see that? You see how that appears right there? I don't know if you can see that on the camera. That's just a little fleck of dust that's on the lens. It causes that weird little aberration there in the video.
Ghost.
An aberration.
Yes,
There,
what?
I clean the lens. Oh yeah, much better. What were you gonna say? That was really close. What are you looking at?
I don't know where to look. Where do I look? Oh, there.
Right here.
Okay, I don't want to be on
You're
camera
like-
anymore.
Hi. No, here. Not up there. I don't know where you're looking at. You're blinding yourself in the light. Now, for protection, for polishing, I know it was I was going to use the Rupes Uno, but I haven't used this in a while, and I want to use this. And we have the subsequent pads, the little green pads here that go with that. So that's what we're going to use. And I'll use the spray sealant as just a topper for that. As inspiration, always watching my favorite YouTubers. Alan doing his thing at AM Details. This is one of his earlier videos, like 5 years ago. Go check it out. So a quick little before and after. That's before. That's after. Just a little bit of clearing up. Not bad. This color is forgiving, which is great. So we don't have to go crazy on this one because we're not doing, again, our full paint enhancement. This is what the customer ordered. This is what the customer is getting. So I get a lot of questions about, the type of services that one should offer to their customers and how far they should go and what they should do. Basically, when you are offering, what are you doing? I'm trying to explain stuff. How far should I go? How do I know, what type of service I should be offering? That's really up to your customers. So ask them what they want. Now, if you're just starting out, it may be a little bit of a challenge to figure out exactly what the customers want because you're new, they're new to you, and there might be a little bit of a disconnect. But you will get used to it. It'll take some time. It did for us. But now that we have experience, basically we ask the customer what they want. They'll book a certain package, and then we can switch things up a little bit if they need more or less. But we always ask the customer what their expectation is. What is the car? Is it a daily driver? What are their concerns about it? And then from there we'll say, okay, we can do a one-step. We can do an all-in-one. We can do a paint correction. We can do whatever it takes, and then they can decide what they want depending on their budget. We'll give them all the different options, the different prices, and then they pick and choose what they want. So not all customers want paint correction. We've only done maybe 2 or 3 this past year. That's it, because the customer wanted that. Even after we asked them questions and saying, is it a daily driver? Is that really what you want? Maybe a paint enhancement would be better. And they said, no, I want a paint correction. I want this, this, and this. Excellent. That's what we did. But most of the customers just want paint enhancement. They want 50 to 75%, and that's it. They don't care about some of the little things in the paint that will be left over. They want the majority of it to look good. So that's what we do. So it's not really dependent on me as the detailer. It's dependent on the customer. Ask them questions, get to know what they want for their vehicle, and then proceed from there.
They just want want it shiny.
They do. A lot of people, they just want it shiny. So polishing is pretty much done, but to get these little pieces down here, because they're in amongst the plastic, I didn't want to put the polisher on that, and there's no need to put the little polisher on it. I just did it by hand. Super easy, and any of the smudging or oxidation that may have been on there, or maybe little water spots, all came off. So all of that stuff all around the vehicle. It's on the top of the handles here. That you could just polish right over. It's on the back areas here, like that. So we have a little bit of polish on our pad, and you just do it by hand. It's just easy that way. It's quick, and you don't risk any damage to the plastic or anything like that. And beautiful. Now it's looking good. A little bit of water still left in there, but that's okay. Now the scratching back here, not that bad, right? I was able to reduce it by, I don't know, maybe 80% or so. But you have the big dent in the rust and all that here. That just needs to be fixed, you know, painted properly, bodywork. But the customer's not worried about that. They're going to be selling it as is. So that will be for the next owner. So going back and watching my buddy Alan here from AM Details, there's his APC rinse using his APC. And that's where I learned that wash process, or part of that process. Now, I don't do everything that he does. I don't do the whole snow foam and rinse off like he's showing here. I do something a little different, but our methods are still working for our own services and for our customers. So one detailer may have their own way of doing it. Alan has his very specific method that he does. It's his own, you know, procedure that he has all of his employees follow. But we don't have employees. We do things ourselves here. So our methods might be a little different, and we'll switch them up as need be. So learn from other detailers. Go back and watch Alan's videos from the beginning. He has awesome videos like this. And you can see that we fashion some of our videos to his as well, because he does a lot of interior and exterior quick little tutorials, and then he'll stop every once in a while and give you some advice and pointers, which is pretty cool. So while wifey is finishing up the bumper, I'm going to go around and top everything with the Kosh Chemi spray sealant. This stuff can smear on you if you apply too much. So a little goes a long way. You'll see it go on and kind of evaporate away and flash away really fast. That's all you need. The paint is looking fantabulous. Awesome. Polished and sealed. All right, let's move on to the glass. So, since we are selling it, I do want it to look its best in certain areas. Now, you don't have to get paint perfect to sell it. That's a non-issue for buyers. But what they might see is maybe water spots and gunk around the windows. That can show some neglect as well. So, let's clean up the glass. We're going to just hand polish some of those areas. Let's see how well we can get them by hand. If I need to polish them, I will. But I'll try by hand first because you see that buildup right there? I want to remove that. That scummy buildup. Gross. Scummy dross. All right, much better. Nice and clean all the way to the edges. Don't forget to do the tops of your windows. Yeah, they really show up on here. In fact, cleaning this also, which you probably don't want to clean it with your glass cleaning towel, so grab a separate towel. But yeah. Ta-da! Oh, so much nicer.
Now that's a mess.
Yay! Oh, now look at the paint. Look how nice it looks. Not bad, right?
Videotape it?
Yes, I do want to videotape it. I think it would be excellent to get that on film, on camcorder. So wifey is now going to apply Dr. Beasley's leather lock onto all the plastics and vinyl and leather. This stuff is easy to use. You basically wipe it on, let it kind of flash away. And if you need to go back and, wipe down any residue, it just kind of flashes away and dries and you don't even see anything on the leather. It's really nice. So it'll go on wet like this. Make sure you get all of the leather. Make sure to get even application and just let it dry and you're good to go. Now you saw I was doing the trim here with a little brush. This thing is so hard to get to, the windshield cowl. Usually you can get to it either from under here easily or from, over the top of the hood, but for some reason, either or, it's kind of annoying to get to it. So that's applied. We'll let it kind of soak in and then we'll go back and wipe it down. And I know, I should have done that first before doing the glass, but who cares? Trim is now done. It's all wiped down. Glass is cleaned all the way up to the edge. That's nice. That's tasty. Alan is hard at work. All right, so let's use this. This is the cabin care for all of the interior fabrics. Now, when you apply it in there, if you get overspray onto the plastic or you get it onto the plastic, no worries. Just wipe it off. It's super easy. All right, my buddy. Let's just turn you down a little bit. Mute. All right. So, again, just easy. Just a light mist. You can do one heavy application or you can do a light application and then let it dry and then come back and do another light. So you can do like 2 to 3 light applications. To be honest, I don't really think it makes that much of a difference. Soak it. So I soaked it down like this. Those edges there and the hard to reach areas in between there, I just spray in there and then I use the towel to clean all the plastics. So I have a towel here that I can use to just clean up the plastics here. This is not going to cause slipperiness if it does get onto the plastics. You just don't want it to change the sheen of the plastic, that's all. But it's not that big of a deal. I just kind of rub it into the plastics all around and you're good to go. Yeah, you can get it off the pedals here too, but again, it doesn't cause any slipperiness. Any day now. We have the whole back area here as well. You get the idea, right? Just spray it on. Get even application. You can brush it in if you like also. That's another technique to brush it into all the fibers. So you do whatever works for you. I found that this works really well also. But if you do want to work it into the fibers, I actually have a clean brush here that I just got. Work it into the fibers. Just another option. And some may argue that you get better protection because you're working into the fibers. Yeah, maybe. So you get the idea. I'm going to do the rest here. The Santa Fe is now done, looking beautiful. Again, the inside is drying. We're letting that dry. It's going to be completely dry when the customer picks it up. That's what we want. If we need to, we'll put a fan in there, but I can already tell from the fabrics it's starting to already dry, so another couple of hours, it'll be good to go. The customer will be here to pick it up at the end of the day today. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Any of the tools or the products, they will also be in the description. If there's something that we used in the video today that you didn't see, then just message me and I'll try to send you a link to whatever it is if I can. Don't forget to use code Miranda10 to get 10% off at Car Supplies Warehouse, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.